Hi, it's Melanie from Spire, and what I'm going to do in this video is I've asked ChatGPT to create 20 positive affirmations for manifesting the life you want through the law of attraction. We're going to go into Canva and bulk create 20 social media posts, quote cards, affirmation cards. I'm going to walk you through. Stick around and we'll get started. Hi, it's Melanie from Spire. So what we're doing, I'm just going to go to the main page in Canva for a second. And what we're doing today is I had asked ChatGPT in our previous video to make me 20 journal prompts for manifesting the life you want according to the law of attraction. And then I asked it to generate one positive affirmation for each of those. Okay, so that's this journal right here, and it prompted all the pages, and then I just put all of the affirmations on the last page here. And you can get this so you can practice along, and you can use this journal, sell it in your shop, do what you want. I will link the video below and maybe up top too. But so what we want to do today though is take those prompts and make them into social media posts or things that you could even make into affirmation cards. And we can do that in the bulk create feature and do the 20 very quickly. So I just went into Canva and I typed quote up here. And I was looking through to say, okay, which one do I like? Which one do I like? Which one do I like? And I like this one. So I'm just going to choose customize this template. Now, right now it is, I think the size is 1080 by 1080, and that's fine. That's okay. So the only thing I'm going to do is, just because I know that my affirmations are a little bit longer probably than this quote, is I'm just going to click on that heart and move it up. And then I'm just going to move this URL, maybe move this up a little bit. This is just, this is just me playing. Okay. Maybe not necessary. I have to shrink down my screen in order to access my CSV. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click into this box, and then I'm going to open my bulk create feature, which is an app. If you can't find it, you click on these 9 dots that say apps, 3 across, 3 down, and you type in the word bulk and it'll come up. But if I am clicked into my text and hit bulk create, it says, do you want to upload your CSV? Now, again, the CSV are the quotes that I took from ChatGPT, and I put them into a Google Sheet, and from there just downloaded them. And if that sounds like a lot of steps and a lot complicated, please just check out the other video, because I go step by step very slowly to show you the whole process. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to scoop my CSV in there and hit, excuse me. I'm going to hit bulk create, and here is my CSV. It has come in and it has taken the first of my positive affirmation quotes. Okay. So it's even telling me what to do. To connect the data to this element, this text element, right click your element to connect it. Okay. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose connect data. Do you see that choice? It says connect data. And if you look, it's the text. It's my first positive affirmation. So I'm going to click on that. And then if you come over here, it just put my quote right in that page, but it's saying, okay, so continue. Now, do you want to generate the other 19 pages? Yes, please. So generate 19 pages. And if we come over here and take a little look-see, there's my 20 pages of positive affirmations. Now, I mean, honestly, like, how great is this? So yeah, could I resize them all? And that just comes from the quote I took. I'm going to resize, and well, I'm just going to shimmy them. And that's easy enough. I can shimmy them around. And then you could, you read them, you check them out, and they look pretty good. So now if you added in, that one I might have to make a little smaller, and this is fine. Listen, I can do this for 2 seconds, okay, rather than having to type them all out. The other thing that you could do in the beginning is just make your font size a little bit smaller, and then you'd probably have, less need. But let's be honest, they look all right as they are, right? But if you wanted to, you could just, shrink them down. That's depending on your, your style and what you like. And then what you do, and you can do this before, it would probably have been smarter of me to show you to do this before. But if I just write bittyspirelife.com, which is my, site, then it's on all of the pages and it's good to go. Okay, so these are square. So these are kind of social media posts. These are things you can share in your email. These are things, you know, that you can use however you want. Could you make these? Look, you could make them into stickers. You could make them into affirmation cards. You could do many things. And if you wanted to make them into stickers at this point, what you're going to do is just come up to the share key and you're going to download them as PNGs, because then you're going to get 20 PNGs. Now, of course, go through and, you know, put your name on them. If you are, well, if you're selling them as stickers, you don't have to. You could even get rid of this, right? But that way you're hitting share, you're downloading as PNGs, hitting download, and then you could sell in your shop. You could give them away to people to use as digital stickers, because they're in a size now as digital that they could just bring into their planners. If you wanted to change the size, I think changing the size, resizing, like in this massive by meaning, you know, doing 20 pages at a time. If you wanted to resize these all at once, I do think you need the paid version of Canva for that. And I'm going to show you how that's done. And then I'm going to show you what to do if you have the free version of Canva and you want to resize them. Okay. So here is my original, and it's called, well, it's called Pastel Doodle Mental Health Quote Instagram Post, right? So I'm just going to write affirmations 1 here, just so I'm not confused. Okay, because this is the first set that we did in Bulk Create. And then I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to hit save. I could hit save to a folder, but in this case, I'm just hitting save. So if you have the resize feature, right, you could hit them down into, we're in pixels. I'm going to go to inches. And I think, you know, you could do 3x3 cards and then fit, you know, 3 down, 2 across, 6 on a page. You could do 2x2 cards that people could punch out. You could do 2x3 cards. So I'm going to do 2 inches by 3 inches and choose copy and resize. And then what happens is there may be some adjusting that I have to do, but in the big scheme of things, look, not bad. So this could literally be affirmation cards. And then, so I think one of the things that you can do is just print them all, and then you have 20, right? Or download them all, you know, as I don't know, I can't think of the word, PDF that people can print, right? You could also use this on Pinterest now. You could also use this because it's in a different size. If I were to, I could hit share, and then I could download these as PNGs, right? That didn't scare me. So I'm going to download them as PNGs, and then I'm going to show you what I would do with them. Okay. So that's downloading as a PNG. Custom size, inches, and I'm going to hit letter size, US letter, right? 8.5 by 11. Oh, because I didn't do it in inches first. Now I got to do it again. So 8.5 by 11 inches, create a new design. Okay. Now here's my paper. I am going to upload the PNGs that I just downloaded. Okay. I know this is a lot of steps, but I'm just uploading the PNGs that I just downloaded just to show you a different way to change the size. Okay. So upload files. Let's see if I can go to downloads. No, I have to go this way and grab them. So bear with me. Here they are. I'm going to hit Command A on a Mac and drag them in there. Okay. So now I have them all there. And then, you know, if you wanted to make affirmation cards with them, you would just, you know, resize them. This is 2 inches by 3 inches on my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So I could just, let me tell you, if you have things like this and you're trying to resize them to a certain size, I find one of the easier ways to do it is to just line the next one up at the top. You see how you get that purple line up at the top that tells you, yo, you're even. Then I just come here and I drag the corner up till it meets the bottom. then I just really don't have to think so much. You know what I mean? It's even on the top, drag it up till it's even on the bottom. Okay. I can move them here. Whoops. I can move them a little bit further apart. Right? So there you go. And you could just continue on this way. I even do it when I am putting the row beneath. I'll line it up on the side. See how it's lined up on the left? And I will drag this corner up until it's aligned on the right. And it just goes so much quicker and easier. Okay. So we can go through that. That might be the same one, but I'm just taking what I have here. So here I line it up on the left. I line it up on the top. And I shrink it until the bottoms match. Okay. And you know, if you want me to I'll just take ones maybe that I already did. Here we go again. And you get the idea. Once you have all 9, and surely you could center them or do different things, right? You could line them up. Now we notice that these 3 are a little bit not so centered. Then we can make them here. If we want it, oops, look, I see a mistake. See, this one's not lined up at the bottom. That would bug me. Anyway, so you could make them a little bit bigger, but now you have, you know, you could sell, your customer could print and cut these out on their own. Okay. And then you would just download this as a PDF, and then they would just cut around and they would have them. So it's really some great things you can do, some great products. Look, we're at like 10 minutes or so, and we've made a couple different products. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you is we're going to create a new design that is, we're going to do 2 inches by 3 inches, right? Because for people who just have the free version of Canva and you don't have the ability to resize, this is going to be your workaround, right? So we're going to create a new design that's 2 inches by 3 inches. And that's, you know, that's to make like what we'll call the stickers or the affirmation cards or whatever you want. And then we're going to take, I think we started with this, with the square version. You're just going to copy the whole thing. And let me show you what I did here. Okay. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just click down on the left. Whoops. Copy this whole little thingy. All right. I have a Mac. It's Command C. If you're on a Windows, might be Control C, and then Command V or Control V. And you see, so now I have brought it all over to this. I did not take the background color, so I'm going to click on it, hit copy, come back here and hit paste. So I have that. So now what I have to do is just highlight it and get it in the position that I want it to be, you know, and then I can just stretch the corners out and make it fill up the space. So see, there we go. We still have the affirmation card. If you wanted to, you could drag on it and make it a little bit bigger, but that's your workaround. You can take anything you have. You just have to resize it a little bit, but you can take anything you have and resize it however you want. And this was the workaround to resize when you don't have, when you're working with the free version of Canva, which is perfectly fine. You just create another document or template or element, whatever design, I guess that's what they call it. You do it in the size that you wanted to resize it to, and then you just go and you copy and paste over and in there. Okay. So I hope these tips have been helpful. It's Melanie, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.